Hey guys, what is up? It's Firefox Beast here, and I really do hate making two serious videos in a row like this, but I really did feel like it needed to be made because there are some things that I missed in my first video that I really did want to talk about, but I shortened it so that I could get it up as quick as possible. Consider this part 2 of my rant. So, the first thing I want to mention in this video that I didn't mention last video is that there's one thing I missed, and I give credit to this guy on YouTube called Wesley Doe. He commented on my last video. I'll show you guys right here. Let's see if the camera can focus on it. Wesley Doe, there it is. And he said one thing that really interested me. He said that YouTube as a whole is growing at an unbelievable rate. That's the one point that I missed in that video, and I do agree with him. YouTube is growing at an enormous rate. It's growing faster than it ever has before, and that's a good thing. You know, that's a good thing because people are getting their content out there for the world to see, and it's an amazing feeling to have that, you know. But I don't think that's the reason that YouTube is killing all of these small channels. I'll tell you why in a second. But the second thing I want to mention in this video is that YouTube is making these changes not because of its growing community, but to reel in advertisers. They're making these changes to reel in advertisers to advertise on videos. And if you don't know about this, Google has this preferred list of people that advertisers want their advertisements played on. And those people are all those big channels like, the ones I mentioned last video. And I just learned as of yesterday that Logan Paul was actually taken off of that list because of as punishment for the video that he uploaded. You know what it is. And I really do think that's killing small channels. And I do understand why advertisers want their videos played on these big channels because more people will see them, obviously. But sometimes advertisers, part of capitalism is taking risks. I don't think advertisers are seeing this either. And what I mean by this is that once all of these big channels quit, the small channels are going to be the next big channels. And I think the sooner that they jump on that, the sooner that they'll be making more money for their product. They'll be getting more views, more clicks, more everything. And so that's a good thing for them. And they want that, but they don't seem to see it that way. They seem to see it, obviously, as I want stuff here and now. I don't care about the future. I just want to worry about the here and now. And so I just think that, YouTube uses this excuse that they're making all of these changes to accommodate their growing community. And while I think that's partially true, some changes do need to be made. A lot of the ones that are being made don't need to be made. The stricter monetization criteria, that didn't even need to be made. 10,000 views was already hard enough to achieve. Now you got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to even be considered. That's ridiculous. And my last video, I was correct. It wasn't noticed a lot, but it did get 4 likes, which is more than any of my other videos have gotten, which is pretty sad. But you can see here, 33 views, if it'll focus, and 4 likes. Now, that's really good for me because on average, I average about 15, 20 views a video. So that's above average for me. And I think that advertisers, they need to jump on this because the small channels are YouTube's future. And they want to be able to say that they saw that coming before anybody else did. And I don't know how many times that video got shared. I haven't looked at the analytics yet. But I did everything in my power to get it shared. I made a new Twitter account for my channel. I made a new Google+, a Facebook, and, I shared it on all those platforms, and it got 33 views, which is amazing. I set up a Patreon. I'm not asking you to donate. Please don't. Give it to someone else that really needs it more than me, because right now, I'm good off. I really don't need it. But and so I just think that YouTube needs to notice these small channels. They need to have even those small advertisements that just pop up at the bottom of the video that you can just click the X on, that don't even interrupt the video. They just pop up. I really think that advertisers should look in to giving these small channels at least those types of advertisements. Because, I know it's not how the world works, but most creators don't do it specifically to make money. They do it because they love doing it. And so, I really don't know why advertisers well, I do know. They just care about their money. They obviously just care about their money. That's how the world works. Money rules everything. And so, I just really, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's just that advertisers, man, they rule YouTube now. Advertisers are the king of YouTube. They have the final say in every little thing that YouTube does, every change that it makes. It's ridiculous. Because YouTube started out as a way for people to upload videos without the cost of bandwidth, without, extra costs for higher encoding quality. They started it so that people could broadcast themselves. That was their first slogan. YouTube, broadcast yourself. That was their slogan. And so I really do think it needs to return to its roots. And back in the day, it was super easy to get monetized on YouTube. I had my videos monetized at least for a couple weeks when I started. And then I didn't care anymore because I didn't care about making money. I didn't care about anything like that. I just enjoyed creating content and putting it up on YouTube for you guys to see. That's what I enjoy doing. And YouTube is making it extremely difficult for the people that actually enjoy putting up content to actually make money off of the content that they created. Now, back to my video that I posted yesterday. It got, I don't know how many times it got shared. It got 4 likes and 33 views. You already know that. I shared it on Twitter, Facebook, and a whole bunch of other social media platforms, and it still only got 33 views. I specifically made a Twitter account for this channel. I finally did that. Something I've been meaning to do for a while. And I shared it on there, and it got 2 clicks. 2 clicks. That's exactly what it got. And I really do think that if we work together, us small channels, I said this last video, if us small channels work together, we can be an enormous voice in YouTube. We can be bigger than those advertisers that don't care about us. We can be a bigger voice than them. So I'm going to ask you guys, not for my gain. Again, I don't care anymore about this. Share this video. Get the word out. Because if us small channels work together, we can be a huge voice. We can be bigger than the advertisers, man. We can be bigger than them. The people that run YouTube now are the advertisers, and we can be bigger than them. We can. I know that for a fact. We can be bigger than them, because if there are no creators on YouTube left, there are no advertisers left on YouTube either. And so I really do think if the majority of us, which is the small channels, work together, we can be a big, enormous voice. We can be bigger than the advertisers. We can be bigger than anybody else that wants to outvoice us, I guess is the correct term. But we can be bigger than them. And I think that's really important, because when YouTube started out, again, it was run by the creators. YouTube didn't start specifically to do ads, at least not in my opinion, because back in 2006, I think it was started, 2005 maybe, it was amazing. I was 5 years old back then. I would go on YouTube and I would be amazed that I could go on YouTube and watch videos that anybody put up, and one day I wanted to do that, and I'm doing that right now, and I love doing that. I really do love doing that. It's just an amazing feeling. And I know that everybody that creates content has that amazing feeling inside of them. And that's really important, because the longer you have that spark, the more interested you are in creating content and diverse videos that draw in a whole bunch of different audiences, which is what I'm trying to do now. And it's just really important that we all band together. Message me on YouTube. Message anybody, any small channel you know on YouTube. Tell them about this video. Tell them that we can get together, you know, and form a huge voice. Tell them that. And, you know, you don't even have to send them this video. Just tell them that we can be a bigger voice. And so I guess that's really all I have to say for this part 2. And this is the last part of my rant, probably. But, you know, if I have any more opinions, I'll probably just put them in the comments of this video. And so, you know, I really just do think that we can be a big voice. We can be a bigger voice than all of these other advertisers and everybody that's trying to tell YouTube what to do now. We can be bigger than them. And so I guess that's it. That's all I really have to say. So, bye.